Well, I got to say, I'm really excited to be here today in this center that represents our future here in Huntsville. That our future is tightly coupled to space and going back to the moon. You know, Huntsville is truly a great place to live and to work. And I've been fortunate enough to be president of Dynetics. And I've come to know what it takes in terms of great teams, great leadership, and great minds to solve complex issues. I'm still just amazed at what HCT did in building this full-size prototype of both the rover and the lander. I don't know how many of you caught it in the video, but they also built a simulator of the regolith of the moon. They worked with some retired NASA engineers, made that composition of that soil and all that as accurate as it could be to let us do some of our trade-offs and traction and those kind of things. Now, I've actually been working for about 44 years, and I've observed a lot of different folks, high-performance people, creative people. And I'll tell you what, I've come to the conclusion that the majority of the truly creative and productive people in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics have a vision for where they're headed by the time they're 10 or 11 years old. I see it in my grandchildren. It's a fire, it's a spark. And we, in this outreach here, really are trying to touch a little bit of spark in those fourth graders who are going to name this lander. I hope that it is going to stimulate that age group. And I got to say, Dynetics is maybe a little bit selfish in that because we need those students in our workforce in another 15 years or whatever for the next generation of Dynetics employees. So, we got a lot of dreams. Tim has pursued this dream as our leader of the team. He's got a vision. Our business case, we're having a little bit of trouble. I got to be perfectly honest. We thought we could sell rides a little more rapidly than we have, but this guy is so creative. He's got about 3 other ways to fund this thing. So we'll and by the way, if he can pull that off, we won't cut your budget. And anyway, we hope that the outcome of this, that we've inspired some people to dream. And who knows, we may be working together with those same students, perhaps on a mission to Mars. I think Homer would like that, wouldn't he? Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Tom. Wrapping up today, we'll have Janet Phelps, who's the Rocket City Space Pioneers Outreach Liaison for Dynetics. She's also a graduate of Auburn, which it's no Virginia Tech, but I hear it's a pretty good little school. So, Janet?
Tim actually has some cool videos he's going to show before we wrap up, but when he finishes, we're going to exit out upstairs, and we're going to have some fun with some rocket engine firings and rover demos and demos of our iPad game that were mentioned earlier. But thank you so much, distinguished speakers and guests, team members, supporters, everyone who's come out today. We really appreciate you, members of the media. Also, if you have questions, media, after the formal program, please see Tim or me at one of the booths outside, and also I have media kits for you. But Tim would like to share some really cool stuff with you right now.
Hey, could I invite everyone down from HCT, instructors and students, down to the front here. We're going to show video of the build of everything you guys did. These guys right here did everything you're about to see. You can see Mike Satulio with TBE. He was a big help on this project. He led the lander team there from an engineering standpoint, an industry partner. These guys were doing design and CAD and rapid prototyping. A lot of aluminum foil, by the way. We called it gift wrapping. We did a lot of gold foil gift wrapping. But you know, this lander has a lot of representative elements and some real elements elements of our real lander. This is full scale, by the way. You can see our pressurization tanks and the guys. And this is really cool stuff. These guys are really busting plastic parts. So let's see what's next. There's our supporters. All right, next we're going to do the rapid prototyping. Michael, you want to roll that one? This is the rover. So we had three teams. We had the rover team, the lander, and we had the landscape, the moonscape. We'll get to see all of this in a little bit after the event. This is UH's rover here, and they were doing a lot of vision systems. This is Andrew's rover, Andrew's Aerospace, another partner of ours. All work done here by the HCP guys. Mr. Stingles led the team to do this. The lander was led by Mike Evans. He's the teacher for that group. Mr. Stingles. This is not an animation, by the way. These guys were driving that with the computer. It's really cool. You'll get to see that demo afterwards. What's next here? Lunar terrain, test bed. We were fortunate to have guys like Skeet here who worked on original moonscape at TBE. They actually designed a simulant. These guys helped us figure out how much loading we needed, what some of the terrain could look like. These were volunteers from Huntsville that went to Apollo. But Jacoby Rice did a lot of this work. He worked with other instructors to help pull this together. This is 30 feet long. It's 12 feet deep. And Ray McCormick of Dynetics sort of led this project on the Dynetics side. No, we're not trying to fake a moon landing, by the way. We're getting ready to learn some things about surviving and talking, in the dark and whatnot. So believe me, we're not doing a Capricorn 2 here or anything like that. See, what's next? We have one more video, Michael? Okay. This is sort of the grand finale. Okay. And then we're about to wrap this up. I mean, this project truly spanned most all the disciplines there at the Huntsville Center for Technology. Unfortunately, we couldn't use the hairdressers and those folks, but in the healthcare, it's good that none of us got hurt when we needed some of those people. But we did our best to utilize as many of those folks because it was an exciting program. It will be at the center there. Does that not look cool? That's it. We appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna have Janet come back up, and I think she's got a few words to say, and I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you.
Just one last thing. I just wanted to show a copy of the poster, just an 8.5 by 11 copy of the large poster that we sent to principals of 4th grades throughout the state of Alabama. And registration for teachers opened at 1 o'clock today, and we're really excited about this contest, and we're really excited to see what names the 4th graders are going to come up with.